Good evening. It's the Oscar expert here with Brother Bro. And the Golden Globe nominations are on Thursday. How excited are we? And that means it's predictions time.
Can we believe that it's already Golden Globe season? I mean, this is just insane.
The last week, the Oscar landscape has shifted a little bit. It's been changing because the Critics Awards have been coming out. We've been seeing what the critics are nominating and stuff like that. So that has impacted our predictions a little bit. We've been seeing a little First Man go boo, 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 a little First Reformed going whoa, 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 whoa. And Black Panther, as we thought from as early as January, is getting a Best Picture nomination. So fuck all the haters who thought that it wasn't getting it, because we knew all along. Start off with Best Drama, the most important category. The biggest lock here is A Star is Born. It's obviously getting nominated. It's obviously winning. Beale Street is also obviously getting nominated here. If Beale Street could talk. Black Panther getting nominated. It's happening. It's happening. If you don't think it's happening, you're wrong.
Next in the category, Black Klansman's looking like it's getting in. It's performing pretty well this awards season, even though it's one of the lower contenders. But the drama category is actually not that competitive, so we're actually we're predicting First Reformed gets in. Why are we predicting that First Reformed gets in?
It's Hell or High Water. You remember? You thought that movie, it came out in August, everyone liked it, but now no awards. And then all of a sudden, it gets all the awards, and then it gets the Golden Globes.
I think First Reformed is either the Florida Project or Hell or High Water, and I can't tell what it is. It could be the Florida Project, it could not get nominated, but the category is not that full right now, and I'll tell you why it's not full right now. First Man is gone.
Taking a crash.
Fucking
Taking
gone.
a crash for the worst, just like in the movie.
It flew into the sun and never came back. First Man, very good movie, not getting nominated. There's no passion.
Movie.
There's absolutely
people
no
don't
passion.
know what they're doing. People think that, I don't know what he was thinking the whole movie. And you know who else is sinking with that ship? Ryan Gosling. But we'll get to that later. I mean, maybe not at the Golden Globes.
And who's climbing the pole? It's Claire Foy, who's trying to stay afloat, but I'm not sure she can do it either. I'm not sure.
Nicole Kidman.
But those technicals are definitely still getting in. You're still seeing editing. You're still going to see sound, visual effects. For just being a well-crafted movie. Cinematography, sure. But First Man has missed so many beats. Today the AFI nominations came out. First Man wasn't there.
That was the nail in the fucking coffin. 10 nominees, American movies, couldn't nominate Roma because it ain't American, and they didn't nominate First Reformed. Can you believe it? They nominated Mary Poppins and A Quiet Place.
Everywhere you look, they're going to tell you that First Man is a contender because they haven't been paying attention to the precursors. We've been paying attention to the precursors. We should be your source for this. Do not put First Man on your predictions. Maybe leave it in. Maybe. It's still possible because the categories are not competitive. And what is First Reformed? Is it the Florida Project or not? We don't know.
Other contenders that could weirdly sneak in here, I would be shocked. Bohemian Rhapsody, even though it got panned with the critics, the audience is eating it up. They like their ice cream, guys. They like their ice cream.
And what did the Golden Globes nominate shittily last year? The Greatest Showman, which was an audience hit. So I don't know.
Though it was in comedy.
It was in comedy.
They had to snub the big
and it was in musical.
It was
in musical, and they love their musical. But that movie was an audience hit, and critics hated it. So I'm scared that Bohemian Rhapsody could get in.
Can You Ever Forgive Me and Widows? Probably not going to happen, but I suppose could sneak in. Then we got Best Drama Actor. Best Actor in Drama. Obviously, Bradley Cooper is looking to take home the gold in this one. Then we got Rami Malek, who is looking like a lock for his performance as Freddie Mercury. Going to get the Oscar nomination regardless of those reviews. Regardless if it gets any other nominations. Then we got Ethan Hawke, First Reformed. Ethan Hawke is winning the most awards won so far this award season. Maybe it's a little overcompensation because people think, we gotta boost him up because people aren't talking about him. Very true, but it's fucking working. Ethan Hawke's a lock for the Oscar, I would say now.
I want you to recall a couple of years ago when Viggo Mortensen was nominated for Captain Fantastic. No one saw it coming, and then all of a sudden he gets nominated everywhere. It's just eating him up, eating him up. Ethan Hawke will not miss a beat this entire award season, and he will go all the way to the Oscars. It's just happening. It is happening.
Because you got a couple of contenders from this category in the comedy, we've got some mystery here. Ryan Gosling in First Man may miss the Oscar, but he could be safe here. If he does get snubbed, forget about it. He's absolutely done. I do have him on, though, because, you get a little slim pickings here at the 4 and 5 slot.
I think he's absolutely done for the Oscar no matter what, and the only reason he has a chance here is because there's comedy actors that aren't competing with the drama actors. But if he gets snubbed here, but I just don't sense the passion, so I don't have him on right now. I just do not.
But for the Globes, you do.
No, for the Globes, I do not have Ryan
You don't
Gosling
have him on?
I do not.
Who do you have? Lucas Hedges?
I think I have Lucas Hedges.
Wow.
Willem Dafoe, for Willem Dafoe for Eternity's Gate hasn't been getting that many nominations. So
Not as many as you'd think from the critics.
but I just
he's
honestly,
still,
I'm like, where's the First Man Passion? Just where is it? Who else could get it? Who else could
we
get
got Hugh Jackman in the front runner, which
No.
bombed at the box office, but like
No.
it could just be one of those random things that the Golden Globes nominate. Honestly, it could be. I think I can
It'd
see.
be very random. I think Lucas Hedges has a fair shot, I would say.
I would say he has a fair shot. I just think Ryan Gosling and Willem Dafoe are my 4 and 5.
Wait, who did I put on?
I don't
today?
know who you fucking put
Oh,
on.
I think John David Washington might slip in here, Cole. I think John David Washington
he
could
was
see
a
a
little-
nomination. They might like Black Klansman a lot. There's a lot of places where they can nominate. There's room for it. And John David Washington has been doing decent. I don't think he was amazing in the movie, but
A lot of people don't think he was amazing in the movie. He was good. He was not.
I actually think I have him on right now.
Well,
I
that's
think I
up
have him
to
at
you.
5. I don't know. It's a risk.
We got Best Drama Actress. We know who's winning this. It's probably going to be Lady Gaga. It's
Oh,
probably
it's,
going to be
what do
Lady
you mean?
Gaga.
Probably. It's
Well,
gonna
yeah,
be Lady
Glenn
Gaga.
Close is.
Fuck you, Glenn Close. It's gonna be Lady Gaga, especially because it's the Golden Globes. Especially.
She already
because
won a
it's
Golden Globe.
Globes.
She's winning 2 more.
Oh my
She's
god.
winning.
Lady Gaga, I think, is gonna sweep the award season. That's it. I think she's gonna win everything.
Glenn Close, people think is going to win just because she's overdue, but are people excited about her performance
Oh.
in the movie they didn't see?
I
Not
would
really.
say not anymore. I think she's fallen quite a bit because no one's giving her the awards.
There are a lot of Lady Gaga haters out there who are like, "Oh, she's not getting nominated." Yes, she is, and she was great. I'm sorry, she was great, and she's getting nominated. I'm so sorry for you.
Glenn Close and the wife, yeah, she deserves an Oscar, but people regret that it's this movie that she has to be behind because, yeah.
And then we got Melissa McCarthy for "Can You Ever Forgive Me?"
No, whoa, Cole. Toni Collette is number 3.
Whatever
Toni
you
Collette
want. It
is
doesn't
number
matter to
3.
me. Well, Melissa McCarthy is more of a lock. Like,
No.
I would be
No.
more surprised if Melissa McCarthy got snubbed than Toni Collette.
I would not be. I think Toni Collette is going to get everything. I think she's going to get everything.
People have been underestimating her all year.
especially up to the Oscars.
I'm so tired of people saying that early in the year movies ain't getting hype. Look how well 8th Grade's doing. Look how well First Reform's doing. Look how well Black Panther's doing. And then Toni Collette, Hereditary, is going to surge just as we thought. The people who didn't think that she was getting in are going to be proven wrong. And she's going to make it here. And then you got the 5th slot. A lot of people think this is going to Viola Davis because she's more famous. But she's kind of a supporting actress in her own movie. She's eaten by the ensemble, and they might be more passionate about Yalitza Aparicio for Roma.
I think they're going to nominate her. She hasn't been seeing that many awards in the precursors, which is
She's
kind
been
of
getting-
weird.
she's been getting nominated.
Every
She's
now
been
and
getting
then
nominated.
she's in there, but there's room for her in this category.
But you know who
I don't
hasn't?
think Viola Davis has that much behind her, even though I thought she was brilliant in the movie. I just think, again, I agree that she's a supporting actress more, even though she was fantastic.
I mean, this is one of the most crowded categories we got here because I think, another person in here, Nicole Kidman, so many other years you could see her getting in for her, like, transformation. And this year, she's kind of on the chopping block. And I don't quite
she is
see-
on the
She
chopping
could get in. I don't quite think so, but little drum circle going on in the pipes in our house. I'm sorry for that.
It's like the answer marching.
It's a rain stick. Best comedy musical. So there are really 6 major contenders in this category fighting out for 5 slots. And one of them is very ambiguous. We'll get to that. The favorite is maybe winning. Green Book is also maybe winning. Those two will compete for the win. They're both getting nominated.
Unfortunately, I also think Mary Poppins is maybe winning. I don't know. I think Green Book's probably
Not
more
beating
of a
the
winner.
favorite. They're
but
not beating the favorite.
Mary Poppins Returns, you can bet your fucking ass it's getting in.
That got the AFI top 10 today, which is crazy. I think that people are eating up the movie so far.
Oh my God,
As
they're
movies,
eating it
There's
up.
no reviews.
So
but
much charm.
It's getting nominated.
So much
It's
charm.
the musical.
There's only reactions at this point, and there's some awards hype to back this up, that this is actually a movie that's trying to contend for Best Picture, and you bet your fucking ass it's getting in for Golden Globes, buddy. You know why? Because it is the only musical in here. The only musical, and it's actually a good one this time.
They
Not like
they
Greatest
nominated
Showman.
The Greatest Showman anyway.
They're desperate for musicals, and
They're
this is
desperate for
they fucking lock.
Then you've got 8th Grade. 8th Grade is getting all the awards right now. So it's probably getting in here. The only thing going against it for a very small indie movie, but people know it. People are talking about it. It's getting nominated. Let's be honest.
Let's friggin' hope it's getting nominated.
Yeah, if it doesn't get nominated, I will cry.
They didn't nominate The Big Sick, though. They do weird shit.
But The Big Sick is Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians is my number 5 because that's probably going to get in.
It would be a weird snub. It would just be a weird snub. But then we got Vice. What's the deal with Vice? What's happening with Vice? It is not getting nominated. The people who see it are nominating Christian Bale and Amy Adams. They're going to get nominated here, I believe, personally. Unless they just don't see the movie, they shut it out. But Vice hasn't been getting nominations.
You're wrong. It got some. There was one place that gave it director.
That's true. It's a divisive movie, and people don't know what to do
with
it.
Very divisive, indeed. And the early reviews are suggesting that it's going to be very mixed, but in the positive range. Like, some people really don't like it. Some people like it a lot. A lot of people are in the middle. So I don't see it going for that Oscar Best Picture. But I mean, this Golden Globes category,
so hard to tell.
I'm just leaving it out because I think those other 5 are really strong, and I think that sometimes people hold on to those contenders they haven't seen, like Silence. And you know what? Silence was a fuck bomb. Nothing happened with Silence, so you can't hold on.
Another fuck bomb.
Yeah. You can't hold on to that shit forever. But you gotta let it go.
But for a comedy at the Golden Globes, I mean, Vice is a contender. It's a
contender. We'll see what happens. I hope it doesn't snub 8th grade.
But if it doesn't get nominated here, you bet your ass it's done. It is out.
That's true.
Except for actor and actress.
That's true. Comedy musical actor. Viggo, number 1. I have him at number 1. Him and Christian Bale are going to be battling it out for the win. I mean, Christian Bale's
going to win.
Is probably going to win, but Viggo also. But Vigo's coming very strong. Then you got Lin-Manuel Miranda for Mary Poppins. Again, no one's seen the movie, but he got some nomination for this movie somewhere. So he actually
the Satellites
is
nominated
good in
him
this
for
movie.
Comedy actor.
Yeah, sure. So that's enough. I think that he's going to get I think the Golden Globes are going to eat the shit out of Mary Poppins. They're going to eat Mary Poppins out. And number 4, I have Robert Redford for Old Man the Gun. This movie, I think people forgot about it, but Robert Redford has a whole last movie narrative, so I think he'll get in, especially because picking the number 5 is so slim. Who's going to get the number 5? Is it going to be John C. Reilly and Stan and Ollie? Is it going to be John C. Reilly and the Sisters Brothers? Is it going to be Steve Coogan and Stan and Ollie?
I think it's none of those, Cole. I think it is Nick Robinson in Love, Simon.
I already had a fight with you about this.
Yeah, we dished it out, buddy. Nick Robinson in Love, Simon. He is the very clear lead in this movie. He carries it. He plays a gay. He is very, very good. He's known for TV. It's a breakout role. Why would they not nominate him? They nominated Ansel Elgort for Baby Driver, and he wasn't even amazing. It wasn't even amazing.
Listen, Nick Robinson was even less amazing.
Nick Robinson
was good. He was good.
He got a Satellite nomination for comedy actor. And Stan and Ollie, I would normally say that John C. Reilly for Stan and Ollie is the contender here to beat, but Stan and Ollie is being distributed by E1, Entertainment One. I don't know what that means. Exactly. Nobody knows what that means exactly because they're not doing a good job at awards campaigns because it hasn't been popping up anywhere.
Yeah, duh, because it's a good family movie. It's PG, you idiot.
And
it's literally
at the British
PG.
Film Awards, I understand they nominated Coogan because he's a Brit.
Yeah, because he's a Brit.
I understand that. But they didn't nominate John C. Reilly
for
a movie that they should have eaten up.
But guess what? John C. Reilly, this thing needs to shut up. Anyway, John C. Reilly is in The Sisters Brothers. He's in Stan and Ollie. He's in Holmes and Watson, and he's in Wreck-It Ralph 2. These are all coming out right now.
It doesn't mean anything.
He's just gathering hype, and I think he can get nominated for this movie. So I have him at number 5. You have Nick Robinson. You have fun with that.
I don't think there's a campaign for Stan and Ollie. I just don't think they're campaigning it. I don't see it. If they nominate that tomorrow, then I'll know that it's happening, but I don't see enough evidence. I'm going with Nick Robinson and Love, Simon. I think you should, too. You think he's a safer bet.
You know what would be fun is if Steve Carell popped up for Welcome to Morrowind, because no one's seen that movie yet.
They're not even trying, Cole.
It doesn't seem like they're trying. If that got nominated for Comedy Musical, I would be fucking shocked. Anyway. Then we've got Comedy Musical Actress. We know who's in this one. Olivia Colman in The Favorite. She's winning. She's great. She screamed. She cried.
But you know who could steal it, Cole? Emily Blunt in Mary Poppins Returns. No, I'm sad to say.
Here's why I don't think so. Here's why I don't think so. Because from what I've found in previous years, the person who's most likely to win the Golden Globe is the person who's most likely to get nominated or win the Oscar. So
generally,
it happened with Emily Blunt lost for Into the Woods to Amy Adams, and then Amy Schumer lost to Jennifer Lawrence because they went with the more dramatic performance. They didn't go for the performance that was more suited to the category.
If someone's
I
gonna
do
take it
think
out,
Olivia
though,
Colman's going to win.
if someone's gonna take it out, it's her though. That's
Sure.
it.
Then you've got Elsie Fisher. I have Elsie Fisher at number 3 because I think Elsie Fisher's fucking getting it in. I mean, if Haley Steinfeld can get it for Edge of 17, she can get it for 8th Grade, which I think is also going to get comedy. She's been winning literally every Breakthrough Performance Award. She was phenomenal in the movie. I think if the Best Actress race wasn't so crowded, maybe she'd find her way in there, but that's not happening this year. And we got Constance Wu, Crazy Rich Asians, which is probably going to happen. Number 5, I think, is between two people right now. There's Charlize Theron and Tully. Came out really early in the year, but I think people still remember her in it. She was very good. And then you've got Kathryn Hahn in Private Life, which is doing very well at campaigning itself for like these indie awards right now. Kathryn Hahn was on like the Hollywood Actresses Roundtable, that's campaigning like. And this is a Netflix movie. It is an indie, but she was phenomenal in it, and people are recognizing her for it. So she could kind of come up and sneak into this category. But Charlize Theron's like the safe pick. So I'm really struggling on who
I'm
to
going
pick.
with Charlize Theron. I just think they're gonna do her because she was actually really good in the
She
movie
was
too.
really
It's
good.
not a weird pick to get her for Tully. Like she was very good in it, and she's Charlize Theron. She's a big star. Catherine, I just don't see Kathryn Hahn getting in the Golden Globes.
I'm torn.
Maybe
I don't
they
know.
do weird stuff sometimes.
Best Director. Now, Roma can't get into the drama, and this is because it's foreign. I don't know what it is with these rules, but, you know, director Alfonso Cuarón is going to win for Roma unless Bradley Cooper weirdly wins for A Star is Born, which probably won't happen because they can award that in drama. They can't reward Roma in drama, unfortunately. So those two are getting in. Yorgos Lanthimos in The Favorite, I believe, is quite the contender. I mean, his style all over that movie. Barry Jenkins, Beale Street Could Talk. A lot of people are underestimating that Barry Jenkins' director chances this year. Why? It's literally been like the kind of movie that has not missed a beat so far in terms of nominations and stuff, so I don't see why.
It's missed a couple beats, actually. It's not the strongest contender, but it's very much in the mix. I think Barry Jenkins is a safe bet.
He could get snubbed, though, because
but
there
yeah,
are
he
a
could
lot
get
of
snubbed.
contenders in this category.
Listen
For
to the
example,
next couple. Listen to the next couple.
I have Ryan Coogler. He has Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler. I saw
That's
him. I was like, I can
because-
just see it happening.
Guess what? People didn't think George Miller was going to get nominated for Mad Max. Can you believe it? Early in the year, this said people don't catch on. But Golden Globes are going to love Black Panther, and I think they might nominate Ryan Coogler, honestly.
Yeah,
A lot
it
of-
could be
yeah.
his first thing where people start to recognize that Black Panther is like such a contender. Like that's what happens with the Golden Globes. Is you have these movies and it's like, is this a contender? Grand Budapest Hotel. Then they nominate him for director. You see how that works, and that is what could happen with Black Panther. And then we have Spike Lee for Black Klansman because he's Spike Lee. It's not like the best directed movie ever, but it's Spike Lee. It's a Spike Lee film, and he's been getting in, so it could be Spike Lee.
But that's, you know, I have Spike Lee at number 6. I think he could easily get in. I just don't know. Because I think that Black Klansman...
And he's a great name to have in that category.
Black Klansman's been getting a little overhyped because people generally find it to be a flawed movie, but it is a movie with a powerful message, so that's keeping it in.
Yeah.
But Spike Lee could get snubbed a lot. Most people don't think so. I think he could get snubbed.
I think
And
he's
then-
like 50-50, honestly. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell. Peter Farley for Green Book. Green Book doesn't need a director nomination. It's not a movie that has all his style, but it's so freaking fun and people love it so much that, yeah, it could just see a director. Spotlight got director everywhere, and that wasn't like a well-directed movie, in my opinion, but it just happens. The Imitation Game, Morton Tilden, it's that kind of thing. Damien Chazelle, don't bother. Just don't bother.
I'm so sorry.
Does he deserve it? Yeah. First Man, he directed the shit out of that movie.
Oh my god.
Nobody else would have directed First Man like him, but he's just not going to get it. There's no passion.
I'm so pissed about people, what they think about First Man. First Man is literally one of the best movies of the year. I don't care what you say.
I think it's like around. It's
Oh,
like
I
hovering
think
at, like,
it's right
number
now.
10.
It's
not
around
in the top five.
Top
No,
five.
not for me.
Top 5 for me.
Very good movie, but not top 5.
And is Steve McQueen Widow's like a weird? Could do a little weird snake in, but probably not.
Yeah, Widow is extremely well directed, but a weird, a talky movie with a plot that it went over my head. I didn't know what was going on in
Didn't
that
know what
movie.
was going on. It kinda
Extremely
makes sense.
well made. Didn't know what was going on.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, people can't really decide if this movie is like, you know, a blockbuster or like an art film, and in that way they feel it's tonally imbalanced. So I don't think Steve McQueen's really going to get in there. And Widow's got snubbed for the AFI this morning, so that's not Widow's.
Widows is underperforming.
Supporting actor. Mahershala Ali and Green Book could win this one. He has not won a Golden Globe. He won. Fucking Aaron Taylor Johnson beat him the year that he was supposed to win. It was ridiculous. They owe him big time. So they are going to give him the Golden Globe for this. Then you got Richard E. Grant. Can You Ever Forgive Me? Phenomenal. Mwah. That movie was great. Richard E. Grant was great. He's getting nominated for everything.
So good. So good.
And you got Sam Elliott. Limited screen time, big presence. He's getting nominated. He's been getting
people
awards.
are backing him. It was just a matter of time to see, are people going to back this guy? Do they know him well enough? And the answer is yes. He's getting it everywhere. He's won a couple awards. He's won. Because people just want to honor him because they like him so much. He has a fan club. He's got the Sam Elliott fan club.
Yeah, and he hasn't been nominated.
And they're going to take him all the way to the Oscars. He's not missing a beat.
And then you got Timothée Chalamet for Beautiful Boy, who is going to be the movie's only nomination pretty much everywhere, and I think that he can sing. I mean, he's a heroin addict, he has a meaty role, a big role, he's great in the movie, and people are eating fucking Timothée Chalamet's dick all over the place right now, so his hype is really strong in general.
The only problem, though, with that movie is that, he used to be, like, number 2, people thought he was maybe going to win. Now he's, like, number 4, because the movie doesn't have passion behind it. I really think it's a great movie, and I think his performance is one of the best of the year, but the movie doesn't have passion, so you have to weigh those two things.
But he is in, because the 5th slot is very tricky and kind of has some people who are contending who aren't quite deserving, in my opinion. I think Michael B. Jordan could, get in here for Black Panther.
He hasn't been getting in everywhere. It's not like he's just getting all these awards all of a sudden. He's going to have to see if the bigger ones want to nominate him, because they love Black Panther so much. And so the Golden Globes are going to be like the start of that. If they nominate him, then we can see that he's actually a contender. But we just don't know right now. But it's like a maybe, because he's gotten a couple. Adam Driver has gotten in a lot of places for Black Klansman.
More than we expect.
Nobody's outstanding in that movie, in my opinion. And he's not an exception, but he's Adam Driver. He's recognizable. He plays a Jew who realizes his white privilege, and then he's also a Jew, so he has a lack of I don't know, but he has a character arc in that movie, so people like it. People like him, and he's easy to nominate. I feel like
he also hasn't really gotten awards recognition right now. Supporting actress Regina King, been winning everywhere, probably going to win here for Beale Street. Not much to be said about that. And then I've got Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz for The Favorite, because they're both getting in, it seems. People really want to nominate all these actresses, make sure they get all 3, because they all are like leads in the movie, and they all do a great job.
And this category is not that competitive when you break it down. These two actresses, Rachel Weisz has a great chance of getting in. Emma Stone we thought was a lock, and now I think they're both locks.
Yeah, if anyone gets snubbed, it's Rachel Weisz, but I think they're both locks now. And then you got Amy Adams for Vice, which people do say out of the, that she's great in the movie. She seems like she's on her way to an Oscar nomination. But again, that movie hasn't been seen by everybody, so who knows if it could be snubbed.
I think it's going to happen. I think she and Christian Bale seem to be, from people who do see it, they're like, they need to nominate them. And then it's a debate as to whether they nominate everything else. But Amy Adams, I think she'll get in.
And then you've got Claire Foy and Nicole Kidman, who are battling it out, in my opinion. Nicole Kidman for Boy Erased, Claire Foy for First Man. So, Claire Foy, as you said, she's slipping a little bit. We don't know if she's going down with the First Man ship or not. Can she stay, even though her co-star Ryan Gosling may get snubbed for the Oscar? We don't know. And Nicole Kidman is very strong for Boy Erased. She's had quite a year. So,
she's had a great role. She's Nicole Kidman. I think she's in. For me, I put her in.
If you see a Claire Foy snub here, that she's really in trouble if that is the case. And then you've got Best Screenplay. There are a lot of movies that could win here. I think The Favorite is maybe the favorite to win. Then you got Green Book, I think is getting in just because that's like, the dialogue back and forth between the two is so entertaining. It's a very heartwarming movie. I've also got First Reformed. I've got First Reformed like pretty high because that could randomly win. I think it could randomly win.
People really are going for the screenplay. They know Paul Schrader. They love Paul Schrader. They want to honor him. They want to honor that man. And if First Reformed doesn't get Best Picture, at this or at the Oscars, it'll still get screenplay. It's just like in for screenplay in the same way that Ethan Hawke is in. It's just getting nominated everywhere. Even though there's 5 slots here, not 10, it's still going to get nominated.
This is
a screenplay
also,
movie.
This is a place where you got to be up to date here. You got to be up to date, especially with the screenplay category right now, because a lot of people don't think First Reformed's getting in because they're not paying attention. They're not with it. They think, oh, only 5 nominees. No, it's getting in. It's getting in here. And then you've got A Star Is Born, which I think A Star Is Born's getting in. I don't know if you think it's getting in.
I think it'll get in just because.
Well, you got Beale Street. I think Beale Street's going to get in because Beale Street's probably going to win adapted screenplay at the Oscars.
Actually, I'm not sure about either of those getting in. I think this is a really competitive category.
It is a competitive
Then you have Roma. I'm not sure if that's getting in because I just don't know if it's a screenplay movie. They only have 5 movies to choose from. It's not like the Oscars. They're going to nominate at the Oscars, but they only have so many movies to choose from, and they sometimes snub weird shit. They snubbed Get Out last year. Can you believe it?
Yeah, they do snub weird shit, which is why people think it'd be weird to snub Black Klansman, but I think they might snub Black Klansman.
And then I think Black Klansman, I feel like will get in because I actually think that has a really good screenplay.
You think it will get in over Star Is Born?
I have it in. I'm just being weird here. I just don't know about Star Is Born getting screenplay. I just don't know. And 8th Grade, I also put in. I'm being weird again.
You know both of those?
I think 8th Grade might get screenplay.
You can't have both of those. Did you snub Beale Street?
I don't know.
Well, you must have snubbed Beale Street.
No, I think I have Beale.
Sure as hell
I think I have. I don't know what I have. I forget.
Anyway,
it's tough.
That's a competitive category, but I do think First Reformed, you got to have it on there. That's what I think. And then you got Best Animated Feature, Spider-Verse, whoosh, swinging in. This has a 9 average rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Did you see?
I did see. Amazing.
Incredible reviews. I think it's going to win. I think Incredibles 2 is getting fucking knocked off its ass by a different superhero movie this year. You think that Incredibles 2 is going to win. Surprise, surprise. Spider-Verse comes right in Best Animated Movie of the Year. And then you got Incredibles 2, still a lock to get nominated. Isle of Dogs getting nominated. Wreck-It Ralph 2 getting nominated. And then the 5th slot, which the Annie nominations actually help with this a little. They came out today. I thought Smallfoot might be like the 5th slot here, but they only nominated that for like 1 weird award. And Early Man, remember that movie from like April? It's stop motion.
No, you don't remember it.
That got like
it
7
well.
fucking nominations at the Annies, okay? So I think that might actually be the 5th contender we're looking for. But then there's also Mirai, which is an anime movie that has been getting a lot of hype. But Golden Globes don't typically go for international movies. So I think that it might be safer.
I think they might. They could toss like anything in there. They could toss The Grinch in there, even though that movie is like shitty.
Oh, Hotel Transylvania 3. They nominated the first one, so I don't know. Maybe I should consider Hotel Transylvania 3. I mean, that got a director nomination. That took out Wes Anderson for director at the Annies, which is fucking hilarious. Last couple categories are the music categories. You've got Best Score. Beale Street's going to win. Beale Street's winning the Oscar for Best Score. Nicholas Britell's going to get an Oscar. And then you got First Man, which still getting in those technicals, as we said. Justin Hurwitz did a great job with the movie. Black Panther, the only Marvel movie with a memorable score. And it's getting in here. Isle of Dogs. Just like Fantastic Mr. Fox, Alexander Desplat getting nominated for every goddamn Wes Anderson movie. So he's in. That movie had a great score. Best thing about the movie. What?
I don't know if he's like in.
Justin, the best score this year is an empty fucking lot.
But what I think is actually really in here, because the Golden Globes they have good taste in this category. They nominated Steve Jobs for score, which was so underappreciated.
No, they nominate interesting movies all the time. They nominated Cloud Atlas,
so this
All
is
why, Lost, and Blade Runner 2049.
This is why they're going to nominate Suspiria for score, because Tom York did it. I didn't see this movie. I just think that's going to happen.
Well, look, I think that Suspiria could get nominated, because I see what you mean. But I think that another movie that could take that, has the same role, is like that score that people really love, but the Oscars would never nominate, is Annihilation.
I wish, but no.
But why would Suspiria get over Annihilation?
Because
Suspiria
people
was
know about it and
movie.
it's getting nominations.
No, it's not.
I saw it at least one place, Cole.
Well, I don't know. I could be one of those two that gets in. Other than that, though, I mean, you've got the Sisters Brothers, and which is Alexander Desplat again, and then you've got Widows, which is Hans Zimmer, but it's not like his best work or anything.
People have been nominating it just because it's Hans Zimmer.
Exactly.
But it's not his best work. But like the Golden Globes could do that.
Oh, Black Klansman's like weirdly like somewhere for score.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
We'll see. Original song, last category. The Shallows is winning, obviously. Mary Poppins. I actually looked up all the songs today so I could make this list. Trip a Little Light Fantastic is a weird name for a song from Mary Poppins Returns that is getting nominated. That is the one with the hype. And then All the Stars from Black Panther, but maybe it could be Pray For Me. I don't know, one of those two. I feel like All the Stars was going for the hype, but maybe Pray For Me is going to get nominated and not All the Stars. Then you've got Revelation from Boy Erased, which is Troye Sivan, and I think like Beyoncé or something. And then you've got I'll Never Love Again from Stars Born. I think they could double nominate that for song because they might eat that movie up. That's the one where Lady Gaga's like at the end of the movie. And then you've got Wrapped Up from Vox Lux because that movie has original songs from Sia, and they could nominate Sia. So that's what we think's going to happen. And if you're curious as to how we react to the nominations, you can check. You can click subscribe, and then you can look on the morning of the nominations, and I'll posted a video of our reactions to the Golden Globes, and we will freak out. So that's a promise. That's a guarantee. See you at the Globes.